Eli Apple is a defensive back for the Cincinnati Bengals who drew the ire of fans and press for his cocky soundbites leading up to a lackluster performance in Super Bowl 56. Apple was beat in coverage by Los Angeles Rams star and Super Bowl 56 MVP Cooper Kupp for a critical touchdown late in the fourth quarter. Fans across the league saw Apple as an antagonistic force on a likable Cincinnati Bengals team, and his performance in the Super Bowl was heavily scrutinized. In leading up to Super Bowl 56, the press had deduced that Apple was sure to be outmatched by the Rams' star wide receivers Odell Beckham Jr. and Cooper Kupp. A CBS Sports podcast reported that Apple had wanted to cover former teammate Odell Beckham, who scored the game's first touchdown. Albeit Apple wasn't in coverage for Odell's score, he was carved up by Cooper Kupp on the game's deciding drive, and the pylon started almost immediately. Barstool Sports reposted a supercut of Apple's poor play to Twitter. The video racked up almost 1 million views. Players took to Twitter to take shots at Apple and pour salt into the wound. The Baltimore Ravens, who have a fierce rivalry with the Bengals, were happy to see Apple come up short. The Bengals rocked the Baltimore Ravens twice this year with 2 20-plus points until last night's Super Bowl. The Bengals' winning streak and quarterback Joe Burrow's superstardom had supplanted Apple's run reputation. But after the loss, his role in it, and self-aggrandizement beforehand, Twitter came for Apple. Apple was a highly touted prospect coming out of Ohio State University. He was drafted in the first round by the New York Giants. The Giants later traded Apple to the New Orleans Saints. He was a member of the Saints team that lost to the Rams in the 2018 playoffs after a devastating blown call by the officials. Right now it seems like Apple can't get past the blue and gold. After playing 25 games for the Saints, Apple had a forgettable stint with the Carolina Panthers before signing with the Bengals before this season. Bengals kicker Evan McPherson told the media that Eli Apple is the class clown of the locker room. But Apple may be on the move. He'll be a free agent this offseason, and the Houday fan base might not be so welcoming to a player that talked junk and then got burned in the big